So I brought these pieces of hemlock home that were milled from a hemlock tree that I took down. I think I got a video of that somewhere. And cut them, I think they are 5.5 inches wide, maybe 6. Got a ruler here. About 5.5, a little less than that. And these are the tops for the frame. These are the sides. There's 2 doors, but I've got those ready. They're all sanded, and I put a finish on the polyurethane. So I like the color. I want to keep that. And they got to be put up. So I am putting this door together with pocket hole screws, and this is the underside. It'll be covered with those pine boards, and then the good side is back on this side. This is what will be seen. This is one of the boards that goes across. So if I do a diagram of this, you'll see long ones here, long ones here. Top one, it's got a curve in it, middle one, and down here. This board here is one of these 2, and they're about 6 inches, 6.5 inches wide. So I am sanding all of these down, and I'm using, this is 220, so they're pretty smooth. When I put a urethane on them, they'll sand them again, and for a final sand and probably a wax. But I had to get rid of all the ridges that were in here from the bandsaw and in here, and I used an 80 grit for that, very coarse. But and all of the boards have their Craig jig or pocket holes in them. I put 3 in these, 4 in these, and these other ones. I gotta figure out a way because they've warped a tad. Not a lot, but they have warped. So I have to figure out a way to really flatten these out once I put it together. But there's 3 pieces in each board, door. Now these are 2 of the rails for the doors. So I have to find the nicest side. This has got some issues here and down there. But, and this split, so that'll have to be glued up. This one looks pretty good. So I have to pick the best side. This actually looks pretty good. They both look pretty decent. And this one's kind of funky. So that'll be the back side. Anyway, I gotta sand them down. I don't need to sand down the bad sides. I only need to sand down the tops because the bad sides will be covered with tongue and groove, this stuff, tongue and groove wood. And these boards here are the doors. So imagine a door here or here. Let me try and move these so I can show it to you better. Do a wide angle too. So these will go like this. This board will go in between there. This board here will go that way. And then this one will go in between those 2. And It'll be hollow until I mill all of these things up and put those on the back. So these are about 1 inch thick, and those are 3/4 inch. So it's going to be closer to 2 inch thick door. So I'm hoping it turns out nice. I got some little bit of warping here. I'm going to try and figure out how to stabilize that with these doors. So I put one of the frames for the doors together. Wasn't exactly the greatest fit in the world, but I'm just gluing it because I tried these and it started splitting the wood apart. Hemlock is a very soft wood, not unlike pine, so it didn't hold up. So I abandoned the Craig jig, or the pocket hole screws, and just glued it up. And I use these clamps. These are for furniture building, and I've got 4 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. But that's all I got, so I can't do the other door. I'll see how this one goes together anyway. I also secured them with these posts going across. Now this is the back side, so it didn't matter if holes went into this. This is all going to be covered with that pine board I've shown you in the past. And I found this is 33 inches up from the bottom. And then you got this top piece. It's got a soft rounded edge on the opposite side here. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all dried. It's kind of cold out, so it might take a while to dry, but that's the basic idea. And I might be able to, tomorrow, get some of that wood. I'll show you that. Get some of the pine tongue and groove on that. This is an example of the pine tongue and groove. It's 8 inches, well, 7.5. And yeah. So I'm going to use the whole 80 inches from here down to, or up to here. This will all be covered with that tongue and groove. And I think cut the lengths first on the chop saw and then put it on. So I might wait a couple of days to make sure this is really dry. It's so cold out, I don't know if it'll dry well. The glue, that is. And yeah, I don't know if I should start in the beginning, in the middle, with the tongue and groove, and then work my way out. It might be a better way to do it. That way I'm not dependent on these corners. Let's see what they look like on the underside. A little bit of glue there, but I can get rid of that later. A little bit of glue on that side. I can get rid of that later. You